Hey everybody, it's Donna with North Star Tarot. Welcome. We're going to do pick a pile, okay? So this is where you pick your pile and it'll give you messages for the next few days, okay? You can come anytime, pick a pile of your choice, and it'll help you, okay? And it'll give you some messages for the next couple of days, okay? So say today you jumped on and you picked pile 1, and then next week you came back on and you went into it and you picked a different pile. That's perfectly fine. So it's just whatever you need at the moment, okay? So it's here to help you. So we have 3 decks here that you get to choose from, okay? The first one, pile number 1, is the Druid Craft Tarot. So this is the Druid Craft Tarot, okay? So that's pile number 1. Pile number 2 is Tarot of the Divine. So Tarot of the Divine, okay? And pile number 3 is the Witch's Tarot. So this is pile number 3. So we'll go through that once again, okay? This is the Druid Craft Tarot. Druid Craft Tarot is pile number 1. Pile number 2 is the Tarot of the Divine, is pile number 2. And then pile number 3 is the Witch's Tarot, okay? So make your choices, and I'm going to move these and make room for this, okay? So we're gonna start off with the Druid Craft Tarot, okay? Pile number 1. And this is 150. Yeah, so they're time-stamped at the bottom, okay? So that way you can just pick whichever one you want to listen to. You don't have to go through the whole video, okay? So here we go for your reading for the next few days, all right? These are big cards for me. I've got small hands, so here we go. So if you chose pile number 1, here's your messages for the next few days. 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and 10 of Wands, okay? So it's starting off the next few days as being a lot of emotional kind of turmoil, okay? So not bad emotion necessarily, just lots of it. So this chaotic kind of stuff where you've got to get things organized. So whether it's good or bad, it can become chaos if it's not organized, okay? So this is what you want to look at. How do you get organized? How do you stay on track where you don't get overwhelmed, okay? So you don't want that overwhelming that's there, okay? So you want to make sure that you get things on track. And use your skills that you know, okay? You're very, very good at what you know, and make sure you hone in on those skills. So don't be afraid to use what you know and go back to it, okay? And just remember, go back to what you know. It's going to be easier for you to organize things right now, all right? And then I feel like you are letting go of something and you're starting a new journey. So this is really exciting. So you're on the verge of accomplishing something, or you just finished something, a goal or whatever it was, a project or whatever, and you're on the cusp of starting something new. So you have to start thinking about, what do you want to do next? And I think that's a very exciting place to be, okay? So we've got 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. So this is very, very good. It's very much where you're wrapping up something, you're getting that complete, you're starting something new. Very exciting time the next few days. Don't let it overwhelm you. Again, if you have to get out a board and you have all these sticky notes on it to plan out what you're going to do next, do that, okay? So don't be afraid to do things like that. That'll help you get organized, help you find, the right step next, okay? So I feel like you're doing really, really well. I feel like you've got some security that is very, very good. It's telltale that you are on the right track. So you're definitely on the right track, and you just need to keep the momentum going, okay? So make sure that you are doing whatever it is that you want to do to keep that momentum going, okay? And I feel like you can go places. You need to trust yourself right now. So I feel like you need to not allow your emotions to rule you as much as you do, you know, as much as you just pay attention to them, but know that you are an emotional person, okay? I feel like if you pick pile 1, that you are an emotional person, and just don't let that overwhelm you, okay? Again, it's good to have emotions. It's good to be able to enjoy your life and really feel things, you know, good and bad. But I feel like this is so awesome for you over the next few days. This is going to be really life-changing events that could possibly take place depending on how you handle them, okay? But don't sit there and not do anything and just complete something and not think about what to do next. That's where the excitement comes in, is when you pat yourself on the back for a job well done, and then you move forward onto the next task. And I think you're going to be really happy about that, okay? So it's showing that, you know, your love life is kind of good as well. Things are going okay there. So if you're not in a relationship, you're not supposed to right now. You're supposed to be working on you. If you are in a relationship, things should be going pretty smooth over the next few days, okay? So just know that, okay? So that's for you if you picked pile number 1, okay? So we're going to move on to pile number 2. So pile number 2 is Tarot of the Divine. So Tarot of the Divine. So we got 8 of Cups reversed, 8 of Coins, the Magician, the Moon, the 4 of Cups, and the Hanged Man reversed. So again, if you pick pile number 2, you're moving, okay? So things are on the move for you. It's very, very good, okay? So I feel this is a really good time for you. It's time that you get your resources in order. You know where to get these resources. So go ahead and pick everybody's brain that you need to. Find the information that you need to. Do the work that you need to do to move forward, okay? I feel like things can move forward for you in a real big way as long as you get rid of some of this fear that you carry, okay? So sometimes you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you get stuck playing in the mud. You know, you get stuck worried about everything that's in the ditches, you know? So what can come up? What can crop up? What can get in my way? Don't get stuck there. It's okay to look there. You just don't want to get stuck there, okay? So I also feel that things have been kind of nothing happening for a while. Things have been kind of humdrum. Well, this is changing, okay? You're in a revision place right now where things are going to start changing for you. And I think it's really, really important that you look to your inner self and your spiritual self and say, what do I want? What's really important to me? What do I want to go get? And this is the time that you can do something about that, okay? So you can definitely look forward to looking for something that's going to make you feel more complete, more stable, more sure of yourself, more happy, like just knowing that you're going to be at peace. You know what I mean? So what's going to give you that? So maybe you need to pick up your spiritual practice. Maybe you need to make more time for friends. Maybe you need to carve out more time for your job. Whatever it is, can do that and make the plans to do that and find out how you can make your life work even better than what it is right now. And don't let fear overtake you, okay? So I feel like there's big changes coming for you now, and things are actually going to start moving for you in a forward direction, okay? And I feel like it's really, really good and it's really exciting. And don't let humdrumness from what has been kind of humdrum hold you back from thinking life is going to be like this all the time. It doesn't have to be, okay? So you can make those changes. You can decide that you want something different. And I think that's where you are right now, and that's where you can go, okay? So if you pick pile number 2, look forward to that, okay? And then pile number 3, we're going to go on to pile number 3. if I can shuffle. Okay, so let's see here. Pile number 3. 2 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups reversed, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the High Priestess. Okay, so if you pick pile number 3, it's a little bit more of a decision-making few days than the other 2 piles, okay? So definitely more about how to make life work better for you, okay? Not necessarily adding things to make them happier, but you have to make a decision. So I feel you're at a crossroads, okay? Not an easy one. I feel like it's a difficult decision, okay? This is where you are if you pick pile number 3. If you're not there yet, you will be in the next few days, okay? So yeah, so just make sure that you are aware that you have a decision to make, okay? Things can happen and sometimes we feel like we can't do anything about it. We usually have a choice, okay? We usually can do something. So we really have to sometimes put our thinking caps on and figure out what can we do about this situation, okay? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to really, really think about what's going on and how can you make it better or easier or relevant or whatever it is that you need to do, okay? Whatever this situation that pops up, it's going to be important. It's going to be emotional. So it's going to, your emotions are going to be a little raw. So it's harder to keep grounded when our emotions are raw. So you want to make sure that you are doing the things to help ground you. So pull out some grounding techniques. And if you don't know any, make sure that you Google it or you can message me. And I can do a video on some grounding techniques even. So anyway, there's a lot of good grounding techniques that you can do that would really, really help you, okay? Then I feel you need to let your intuition guide you. So stop doubting it, stop doubting yourself, and let your intuition guide you. So sometimes we need to do a meditation, we need to go for a walk, and just clear our mind, you know, try not to think about what we need to figure out. So just take in nature, take in, you know, going to sit in front of a lake and having a coffee, or, you know, just walking through the bush, or playing in a garden, or putting your feet in the sand, you know, whatever it is, you know, look at nature, look at things around you, you know, even people watching gets you out of yourself, you know, and then after that, then you can think about what you need to think about and trust your intuition. What's the first thing I'm thinking of? What's the first answer that came to me? Maybe I should look at that one more closely. You know, those things like that, okay? So I feel like you have really good intuition. Trust your gut. You will do very, very well there, okay? And I feel like emotions are pretty strong right now. They're pretty high. So make sure you keep them in check, okay? Emotions are wonderful. They're wonderful tools for us. They teach us danger. They teach us good things. They teach us love. They teach us to be included or inclusive, or they teach us to add things to our life or take things from our life, you know? So make sure you're trusting your emotions as well, all right? So, but I don't want you to make emotional decisions only. You have to bring in your head and your heart, okay? So make sure that you are doing it that way as well. So overall, I feel like it's going to be a little, you know, a little dicey couple of days. You're going to have a decision to make, and it's not going to be an easy decision, but I feel like you can do this, okay? And I feel like you will make a good decision. So if you pick pile number 3, look for that, okay? That's either you're in that process or you're coming up to that in the next few days, okay? So there you go, my dear. So thank you, everybody, for joining me while we do this pick a pile. And I guess we'll see you soon. I do pop-ons for tarot readings, live tarot readings. And I also do live tarot readings Tuesday and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. And yeah, and other than that, I'm there if you need to message. If you want to get a more in-depth reading, I do online readings. We can do Zoom. We can do Zoom meetings, Facebook I do them on Facebook as well, depending on where you live. Yeah, so there's ways that you can get a long reading if you like. They start at $35 for 15 minutes and they go up to $125 for an hour. So entirely up to you, okay? Anyway, I will see you guys soon online. I look forward to it. And I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you real soon, okay? Love you guys. Bye for now.